Hello and welcome everybody to, I nearly said CK2 there, Europa Universalis 4. Not a lot to say, other than I started off as the Byzantine Empire, or Byzantium, and I've managed to drive the Turks off the Western Balkans. And I've managed to conquer all of this. Look at it, it is glorious, is it not? How do you defeat the Ottomans that are just constantly eating countries? You build 42 galleys. Well, you can build a few light ships and whatnot, but you basically build 42 ships, most of which are combat. You put them there, and congratulations, you've beaten the Turks. It really is that simple. Trick is, it'll put you over your force limit, but just enough. But it will basically, you will make enough money, as ships do not cost that much maintenance. And with the new Art of War expansion, you can do this mothball. Read it if you want to know what it does. Basically, less and less money for upkeeping the ships. And when wartimes come, you turn this off, get them here, repair them and everything, and boom! You basically, the Turks have 50,000 men here, and you're free to siege everything up here. And if they accidentally build 2 units up here, which they will, spoilers, you killed them and you get 100% war score. Well, not 100%, but 100% objective war score, and that's like 30 war score for you, on top of the occupations, on top of the claims you have all over this area. Wonderful, wonderful. Ask DDR Jake, who is a master at this game, I'm not going to lie. Really impressive skills by that guy. He did it, I think he did it. It's not that difficult. I mean, let's be honest, Byzantium is, if you know how to deal with the beginning crisis, if you know how to beat the Turks, is probably one of the easiest countries to play as when you get to this stage. Getting here is, in my eyes, I'm diverting off topic, I'll get to the topic in a minute, but in my eyes, if you can overcome the initial crisis without reading on Google or whatever how to do it, if you can figure it out on your own, then you are good at this game. Relatively good at the game of Europa Universalis. I, of course, have evidently done that. Now, Montenegro, a country I liberated. Why Montenegro? I don't know, it just sort of happened. It popped up in here somewhere. I don't know why they didn't pop up in Zeta, but whatever. I supported their rebels, I've paid a shit ton of money for it, and voila, huge Montenegrin country. Opinion of me is this: they want 2 of my provinces, which is understandable. Also, I liberated them, which gives me plus 200. Well, it used to give me, now it's plus 195. Opinion. So let's go and, I don't know, let's try and ally them. What? Distance between borders minus 19,000. Europa Universalis. Paradox. Paradox, do I have your attention? Thank you. Byzantium? Montenegro. Let's do that one more time. Byzantium? Montenegro. There is no, and I say again, there is no distance between borders because they are right fucking there. You've ruined my campaign as Byzantium right now. Thank you. Thank you. I have great relations with them. I am in minus for a broken alliance for some reason. I can proclaim guarantee on them, which I will. I think it will put me over my relationship slot limit. Possibly. No? Can I ally them now? Let's see how this goes. So, distance between borders. This country should basically kneel before me as a god, considering I freed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 8 provinces from them, one of which is a high tax base, gold producing. Other one, as there's a powerful trade province, not a centre. Ragusa is the centre, but a powerful trade province nonetheless. And the rest are just land, basically, with a wall and grain. Not that interesting. They should love me. I should be able to vassalize them, let's be honest. Like, look at this. Vassalization. Cannot vassalize because distance between borders minus 50,000. I didn't know minus 100. I didn't know more than minus 100 is possible. Paradox, please fix this shit because you just ruined my campaign for me. I need to be able to ally these guys. I need them as an ally against the Turks when I inevitably and eventually decide to move into Asia Minor. Take a look at my tech. My head on these things. Slightly behind on this because I'm coring. You get like 100 million prestige from driving the Turks away from everywhere. You get so much prestige from conquering just various parts of the planet, parts of the continent that the Roman Empire used to have. And I need them. I need them. If I could eat more of the Turks, I could then vassalize these guys, diplo-annex them. I would by the end day, I would control most of what something like this, if not even a bit more ambitious than that, probably more like this. I can control all of that by the end date, and if I extend the end date for 100 years, I can control most of Eastern Europe, probably most of all of this, bordering Muscovy up here, of course. Could probably conquer all of that, but no, because minus 50,000. I don't know. I don't know why. I thought that it would update after like a month or something. It didn't. I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't update. Look at this shit. Let's wait for the month to tick. No. Still. The fuck? Paradox. In the name of all that is good and holy in all your games ever, fix this thing. It is horribly broken. It needs to be fixed. If you're watching this, which I highly doubt you will. But it needs to happen. Please. I beg of thee. Because it is annoying. Like, the new Rebel system, Art of War in general, is amazing. I would give you so much money for making it if I had the money. I would give so much more than just the DLC. Yeah, for the simple ship upgrade button, I could talk about that for years. I had a campaign where I was the Roman Empire, held all of this. I just quit because I couldn't keep up with the Navy. Having an upgrade button, I would literally pay $100 for this, like, straight out of my pocket. Amazing. Rebels, amazing. And this is what I get for supporting Rebels. Look. This is what I get for supporting Rebels. It's an incredibly good patch, an idea and everything behind it. Everything you've done in this patch is awesome. The templates. But I don't like the templates that much because, well, for now I prefer building it manually. I imagine in the late game they will be incredibly useful, and I know they won't be incredibly useful, but in the early game they're not that useful. The ships, especially the ship templates and the Navy templates, are bad. But if I control all of Europe, it would be incredibly useful, yes, because I could just build legions everywhere. God, I missed that save file. It got killed in this batch, by the way. It doesn't matter. Like, there is no border. Look at this. There is no border. So does it need to be next? Does it need to be next to a Cord province? Here's Macedonia, the most typical of Byzantine provinces. Core and claim, check. Culture, check. Religion, check. Nothing else in it. Not building anything, not recruiting anyone. This is basically your perfect province with zero chance of unrest or everything. This is your base of everything. This is as close to a capital as it will ever get. So what the fuck then? Let me ally these guys. Is there a different reason as to why I can't ally them? Is it a time base? Is it something else? Tell me what it is. Because look, it goes with royal marriage as well. Minus 10,000. It really shouldn't. very pissed off about this. Am I supporting rebels there? I'm not supporting rebels anymore because yeah, my rebels succeeded. It's a bitch convincing people to like you. Complete my mission. Pick a rival like Hungary is my rival. No, Poland, Tunis, or Venice. Tunis looks like a good rival. We'll decide on that later. I also thought about doing the same with the Wallachian rebels. In fact, I'm going to do that. Let's try and do that. No diplomats. Okay, 12 days. This is not every day you get to absolutely crush the Turks. Look at this. Look, rest +4. Send. Look at this. Because they're already revolted, I'm financing them. They're on my side now. So as soon as this thing succeeds, and it will succeed fairly shortly in the video, we'll see. You get the chance to see. Why is there unrest here? Let's see. Overextension, accepted culture and nationalism. Yeah, that's normal. Kind of expected that. Gonna wait for admin tech. Mission, we didn't select a mission. Conquer the Eastern Balkans. Restore the Pentarchy, protect against the Ottomans. 38, we're not going to get that anytime soon, so this we're not going to get anytime soon, so we're going to pick this mission for now. As we will inevitably take these two territories in the next war against them. What if they expand eastwards? Well, great, because they're dealing with two superpowers, the Mamluks and Karakolyunyu. So, it's fucking perfect. I want to expand eastwards. Be my guest. Run amok over there. Just try and fight the Mamluks who are bloody surrounding you over here. Who are you fighting? Those zealots. Leave your troops up there. Let me contain your 50,000 men down there. It's going to be awesome, isn't it? But, see, this is the thing. I've carefully constructed this. I even tried to cut them off here, but the war would just... I would have lost the war at that point if I waited any longer. I just really couldn't take this province here. I tried to cut them off and then support rebels up here and create new nations and free the Balkans from the rotten Turkish influence and their iron fist that was supposed to torture people basically in this area for the next 500 years. I've liberated them, and then I get just slapped in the face with a bug like this. Look at it. It has got to be a bug, because there are no distance between borders. Is there a different reason? There really shouldn't be. It's incredibly stupid, even if it was legit. Somehow I don't think it is, though. Please just try and fix this as soon as possible. Let's see in the meantime, because I feel kind of bad just posting a video in which I'm ranting about something for such a long time, and just ending on a bad note. Let's see what happens with these Wallachian rebels. Pick a rival as well. Let's see what rival we want to pick. Probably, well, not Poland. Poland's too far away. Hungary's friendly. Tunis or Venice? Tunis, I believe. Yeah, let's pick Tunis, because we're never going to be friendly with Tunis ever again. And Tunis itself is a pretty attractive province, even though it is the wrong religion, culture, and claim on it. It's not too big of a problem. It's going to be expensive, but I think it's worth it. Let's get base tax. Let's try and see what's going to happen with these Wallachian rebels. It's plains down here, so they don't want to be defending on plains. Then again, it's plains on all of these provinces, so not much of a choice. And obviously, London's not doing anything as they're outnumbered. Did have 50,000 troops somewhere, I just can't remember where. back to 200 again. Why are we back to 200? They desire your provinces is now a different thing, apparently. Oh, and now they would accept my alliance offer. What the fuck? Okay, really? What the fuck? Let's think about this logically for a second. Oh, royal marriage, they won't accept it. Let's see why. Yeah, distance between borders. So, they would accept an alliance. There, the distance between borders thing is gone. But for a royal marriage, I don't know. We're on Mars basically. We are Montenegro in space. You know, we're not on Earth. This is just like a temporary thing. We live on Mars. Actually, you don't know this, but we're on Mars. Totally on Mars. Yes. Even guaranteeing them and everything. I'm even guaranteeing. Look at this shit. What if I send it? And then... what an alliance? Let's see. Let's see. It's never happened to me before, so, you know. Okay. 6th of August. Let's see if they will accept the alliance offer, or will that too bug out? Okay, they accept the alliance offer. Let's see. Nope, still minus 10,000. Paradox. Need I say more? Fix this shit. Because it's taking, I mean, it's not necessarily game breaking. Obviously, I didn't know what would happen. This isn't scripted or anything. I'm experiencing this for the first time, but there's no reason for this. There is no reason for this to be happening. Look at it. See, same thing. Wallachia broke their alliance with us, which we never had to begin with. Because they weren't a nation, but okay, I'll let that one slide by. Distance between borders minus 20,000. Same thing, basically I've liberated two massive countries. Well, this one's massive, this one's slightly less massive, it's 2 province minor. But I've taken away massive, massive territory from the Ottomans. And this is what I get in return. I can't royal marriage these guys, which isn't that much of an issue. I will be able to, I imagine, royal marriage them in like 5 years, but it's so stupid that I have to wait. It should be right now, because I gave you everything. I gave you so much money, so much resources. I declared war on them for you. You should love me. We are basically brethren in arms and in blood. We had situations of exactly this happening. Believe me, we had situations of this happening in history. Humanity has had this happen, and the two countries then became incredibly close. Want to hear a funny thing? A funny story? It happened in this exact same area against the Ottomans, only about 400 years in the future from this point. Exact same thing happened. Austria and Russia and Poland declared war on the Ottomans every now and again. Managed to liberate a bunch of countries here. Well, kind of countries, not really countries, some of them, but managed to liberate the people there, which is most important, that they weren't suffering and they weren't tortured anymore at the hands of the Turks in this area. It happened, and we should be able to replicate that here, even though it is in the past. It could have happened in the past as well. What if Byzantium had an incredibly good army, Greek fire, and the Turks had a more primitive navy? Just cut off the entire Asia Minor part of the world and just don't let them bring any troops over here and just siege them and take back your territory. This is something that realistically, more or less realistically, could happen. So yes, I'm going to wait a bit more for this to go away, but furthermore, I believe we should start off as a vassal at least, or a march. Probably better to start off as a march. They're not called marches, though, are they? They're called something different, I believe. Yeah, march. Designate march. I think they should start off as this, if you liberate them. Because think about it, this is what they are basically that, aren't they? You pay them for them to take their manpower and build an army and fight for you against a common enemy. So basically a march. Not a vassal, a march. And even if they don't start off as a march, it doesn't really matter. Just let me ally them. Let me have a relationship slot taken up by them. And not minus 10,000 because of that. Like, look at this. Cannot vassalize them because different distance between borders minus 50,000. Sure, the base tax is you know, I'm not a big country, but by the end of this campaign, I want to have them still alive. I'll take probably parts of Hungary, most of the Ottomans, Crimea, Lithuania, Golden Horde, Nogai, you know. Spread my wings over there, going to have more base tax than they do, eventually going to vassalize them and diplomatics them. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be superb for me. But no, minus 50,000. Please fix it, I guess. Nothing more I can say. Thank you for watching very much, ladies and gentlemen. If you share my grief and sorrow for this, let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, and until next time, take care. I'll see you then. Goodbye.